Okay, so picture this. You finally say no to someone. You've been practicing in the mirror, hyping yourself up, and boom, you do it. You actually say no, and then they hit you with the "wow, I thought we were friends," or the classic, "it's fine, I guess I'll just do it myself," alone, in the dark, probably crying, and suddenly you're the villain in a movie you didn't even audition for. Yeah, welcome to the Manipulator's Playbook, my friend. And today, we're cracking that thing wide open like it's a piñata full of red flags. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you're gonna spot these tactics from a mile away. And trust me, once you see it, you can't unsee it. Let's get into it. All right, first stop on the manipulation train, the Guilt Trip Express. And honey, this train has no brakes. So you say no to something simple, right? Like, "Hey, can you work my shift this Saturday?" And you're like, "Nah, I got plans." Normal person response, "Cool, no worries, I'll ask someone else." Manipulator response, "Oh, okay. I mean, my grandma's birthday is that day and she's turning 97, and this might be her last one, but yeah, your plans are probably important too. I guess I'll just miss it." "Excuse me?" Now suddenly you're responsible for Grandma Ethel's last birthday party. When did you sign up for that responsibility? Spoiler alert, you didn't. Here's what they're doing. They're making their problem your emotional responsibility. It's like they're throwing their stress backpack at you and expecting you to carry it up a mountain while they sip margaritas. And the wild part? It works. Because most of us are decent humans who don't want people to suffer. They know this. They're banking on it like it's a 401k plan. Real talk though, guilt is supposed to be an internal compass that tells you when you've done something wrong. It's not supposed to be a remote control that other people use to operate you like a little robot. So next time someone tries to guilt trip you, imagine them literally trying to put a tiny backpack on you. You see it now? Good. Put it down. Not your backpack, not your problem. Oh, let's talk about the silent treatment. The emotional equivalent of someone taking their ball and going home because you won't play by their rules. You say no to something, and suddenly this person becomes a ghost. Not the fun kind that says boo at Halloween, the kind that makes you question your entire existence. They stop responding to texts. They forget to include you in group chats. You walk into a room and they act like you're invisible, like you're a piece of furniture. A sad lamp nobody wants. And here's the sneaky part. You start reaching out to them. "Hey, are you okay? Did I do something wrong? Hello, are you alive?" And deep down, you know what you did. You said no. That's it. That's the crime. You exercised a basic human right, and now you're in emotional prison. This tactic is Manipulation 101 because it trains you like a little puppy. It teaches you that saying no equals abandonment and loneliness. So next time, you won't say no. You'll say yes just to avoid the freeze-out. But here's the thing. People who truly care about you don't punish you for having boundaries. Let me say that again for the people in the back. People who care about you don't punish you for boundaries. If someone goes silent every time you don't do what they want, they're not mad at you. They're mad they can't control you. Big difference. Number 3, the dramatic meltdown, also known as the Oscar-worthy performance you never asked to see. You say no, and suddenly it's like you just told them the world is ending. Tears, shaking, heavy breathing, the whole production. "I can't believe you do this to me. Everything is falling apart. My life is ruined." And you're standing there like, "Bro, I just said I can't lend you $20. This is what I call the emotional avalanche. They're throwing so much emotion at you so fast that you can't even think straight. Your brain goes into panic mode and you start scrambling to fix it. Okay, I'll do it. Please stop crying." And just like that, boom, they got what they wanted. The tears dry up faster than a puddle in the Sahara, and everything's fine again. Here's the psychology behind it. They're essentially holding their own emotions hostage and making you the negotiator. It's like they've kidnapped their own feelings and you have to pay the ransom. But plot twist, you don't. Other people's emotions are not your responsibility to regulate. You can be empathetic, sure, you can care. But you're not a human emotional support machine that has to sacrifice your own needs every time someone has big feelings about your boundaries. Let them feel their feelings. You're not responsible for managing them. Okay, this one's sneaky, like ninja level sneaky. It's called the reverse psychology game, and it messes with your head. You say no to something, and instead of pushing back they go, "You know what? You're right. You shouldn't help me. I've been asking too much of you anyway. You do you." And it sounds supportive, right? But there's this tone, this vibe, like they're saying the words, but the energy is saying, "You're a terrible person, and we both know it." So now you're sitting there thinking, wait, are they being genuine? Or are they trying to make me feel bad? Am I overthinking? Should I just say yes now? And before you know it, you're like, actually, you know what? I can help you. Boom, they got you. Without even directly asking again. They made you convince yourself to change your answer. It's wild because they get to look like the bigger person. "Oh no, I told you it's fine," while you scramble to prove you're not selfish. Here's the test. If someone truly respects your no, they accept it and move on. They don't create this weird emotional tension that makes you second-guess yourself. Real support sounds like, "No problem, I'll figure it out." Manipulation sounds like, No, it's totally fine. Long sigh, I'll manage, somehow." See the difference? Oh man, let's talk about the favor accountant. You know this person. They keep receipts on every little thing they've ever done for you. You say no to something, and they pull out the folder. "Really? After I helped you move last year? Remember when I gave you a ride that one time in 2019? I literally liked your Instagram post when you only had 47 likes. They've been keeping score this whole time, and now they're cashing in. It's like they think friendship is a transaction, and you're overdrawn at the friendship bank. But here's the reality. Real favors don't come with invoices. When someone genuinely helps you, they don't keep a mental spreadsheet to weaponize later. This tactic works because it makes you feel indebted, like you owe them. And if you don't pay up, you're ungrateful. But friendship isn't a debt system. It's not, "I did this, so you have to do that." That's not love. That's a business transaction. If someone's keeping score, they're not your friend. They're your loan shark. This one gets dark. Meet the reputation terrorist. The person who threatens your social image when you say no. "Wow, okay, I'm gonna tell everyone how selfish you are. People are gonna hear about this. I'll make sure everyone knows what kind of person you really are." Essentially, they're holding your reputation hostage. They're threatening to smear your name unless you comply. And this works because most of us care what people think. We don't want to be seen as the bad guy. So we cave. We say yes just to protect our image. But here's the tea. People who actually know you won't believe the smear campaign. And people who believe it without hearing your side, they weren't really your people anyway. Manipulators use this tactic because they care deeply about image and reputation, so they assume you do too. They think everyone's playing the same social chess game they are. But you don't have to play. You can just not. Let them talk. Let them throw their little tantrum to whoever will listen. Truth has a funny way of coming out eventually. All right, we're in the home stretch. Let's talk about the boundary pusher, the person who just will not take no for an answer. You say no. They ask again. You say no again. They ask a third time, but differently. "Are you sure? What if I just think about it? Come on." It's like they're a salesperson who won't leave your doorstep. They're hoping if they ask enough times, in enough ways, you'll get tired and just say yes to make it stop. And honestly, it works a lot, because saying no over and over is exhausting. It takes energy, and they know this. This is called wearing you down, and it's a classic manipulation move. They're banking on your fatigue. But here's your power move. I already gave you my answer. That's it. No need to re-explain. No need to justify again. Just a simple reminder that the conversation is over. You don't owe anyone endless explanations for your boundaries. Last but not least, the victim card. Oh boy, this one's a doozy. You say no, and suddenly, they're the victim of your boundaries. You always do this to me. Nobody ever helps me. I'm always alone when I need people. They flip the script so fast you get whiplash. Suddenly, you saying no isn't about your needs. It's about their tragic life story. And you're supposed to feel so bad for them that you forget you had a valid reason for saying no in the first place. This works because empathetic people naturally want to help those who are suffering. But here's the thing. Some people perform suffering to manipulate. Not all pain is genuine, and not all struggle is your responsibility to fix. You can have compassion for someone's situation without setting yourself on fire to keep them warm. Oh, here's a fun one that'll make your blood boil. The comparison trap. This is when they compare you to other people to make you feel inadequate. You say no, and they hit you with, well, Sarah would do it for me. Your brother never says no when I ask him for help. Everyone else in the group is fine with it. Why are you being difficult? What they're doing here is genius, in the most evil way possible. They're making you compete for their approval. They're dangling other people in front of you like carrots, hoping you'll chase after the validation. And here's what makes it extra manipulative. It works on our insecurity. Nobody wants to be the difficult one. Nobody wants to be the bad friend when everyone else is apparently a saint. But let me tell you something. Those other people, either they have different circumstances, different boundaries, or, plot twist, they're also being manipulated and just haven't figured it out yet. You are not in a competition with other people to see who can sacrifice themselves the most. That's not a contest you want to win, trust me. When someone compares you to others, what they're really saying is, I don't respect your individuality or your unique needs. I just want compliance, and I'll use whoever I need to use to get it. Your response. I'm not them, and my answer is still no. You don't need to defend yourself. You don't need to explain why you're different from Sarah or your brother or the entire group. You're allowed to have different boundaries than other people. That's called being a human being with autonomy. All right, let me introduce you to the future faker. This person is smooth, like butter level smooth. You say no to something, and they start painting these beautiful pictures of the future. Come on, if you help me with this, I promise I'll help you next time you need it. Do this for me now, and I swear I'll make it up to you big time. Just this once, and I'll owe you forever. I'll literally do anything for you in the future. They're selling you a future that sounds amazing. A future where they're super helpful, super grateful, super available. A future where everything balances out. Here's the problem. That future never comes. Next time you need help, suddenly they're busy. They've got excuses. They've forgotten about all those promises. Or they downplay what they asked of you. I mean, what I asked wasn't that big of a deal. This tactic works because humans are wired to think about the future. We make sacrifices now for rewards later. That's normal. But manipulators exploit this by making promises they never intend to keep. They're writing checks with their mouth that their actions will never cash. And the worst part? If you call them out on it later, they'll act like you're the one being petty for keeping score. The same score they created when they made those promises. Here's your reality check. Judge people by their past behavior, not their future promises. If someone has a history of not following through, their promises about the future mean absolutely nothing. Words are cheap. Pay attention to patterns. Okay, last one, and this is devious. Welcome to the compliment sandwich technique, where they butter you up before, during, and after trying to manipulate you. It goes like this. You're literally the best person I know. Compliment. Which is why I'm so surprised you won't help me with this. Manipulation. But I get it. You're just so busy being amazing at everything. Sarcastic compliment. See what happened there? They sandwiched the guilt and manipulation between compliments. It's confusing to your brain because you're getting mixed signals. Part of you feels good because they called you amazing. Part of you feels bad because you're letting this amazing person down. And part of you feels like the second compliment was actually an insult. Your brain is doing gymnastics trying to figure out what just happened. This technique is extra sneaky because it makes it harder for you to be upset. I mean, they complimented you, right? How can you be mad at someone who thinks you're great? But strip away the compliments and look at the core message. Change your no to a yes. That's it. That's all they want. The compliments are just gift wrapping on a box of manipulation. Here's the thing about real compliments. They don't come with conditions. They don't come with a but. They don't come with an agenda. If someone compliments you and then immediately asks for something, that wasn't a compliment. That was a transaction attempt. You can appreciate the nice words and still keep your boundary. Thank you. That's sweet. And my answer is still no. See? You can hold two truths at the same time. Phew. Okay, so we just went through 11 different tactics manipulative people use when you say no. And look, if you made it this far, first of all, thank you. Seriously. I know we covered some heavy stuff, but you stuck around, and that tells me you're serious about protecting your peace. Let's do a quick recap, because there was a lot. 1. The Guilt Trip Express, making their problems your emotional responsibility. 2. The Silent Treatment, punishing you with absence. 3. The Dramatic Meltdown, weaponizing emotions. 4. The Reverse Psychology Game, making you convince yourself. 5. The Favor Accountant, keeping score of every little thing. 6. The Reputation Terrorist, threatening your social image. 7. The Boundary Pusher, asking over and over until you break. 8. The Victim Card, making themselves the victim of your boundaries. 9. The Comparison Trap, comparing you to others to trigger insecurity. 10. The Future Faker, making promises they'll never keep. 11. The Compliment Sandwich, wrapping manipulation in flattery. That's a whole arsenal of manipulation tactics right there. And here's the really important part I want you to hear. If you recognize someone in this video multiple times across multiple tactics, that's not a coincidence. That's a pattern, and patterns tell you who people really are. Now, I'm not saying you need to cut off everyone who's ever done one of these things. We all mess up sometimes. We all have moments where we're not our best selves. Maybe we guilt-tripped someone without realizing it. Maybe we pushed a boundary because we were desperate. Being human means being imperfect. But, and this is a big but, if someone does these things consistently, refuses to acknowledge it when you bring it up, and doesn't change their behavior, that's not a mistake. That's a choice. That's who they are. And you get to decide if that's someone you want in your life. Your no is powerful. It's one of the most powerful words in the human language. It protects your time, your energy, your mental health, and your peace. Don't let anyone train you to be afraid of it. Practice saying no. Start small if you need to. Say no to small things that don't matter much, just to build the muscle. Because it is a muscle. It gets stronger the more you use it. And remember, people who love you will respect your no. They might be disappointed. Sure, they might wish you'd said yes, but they won't punish you, manipulate you, or make you feel like a terrible person for having boundaries. The right people will stick around even when you say no. The wrong people will leave. And honestly, that's not a loss. That's a filter working exactly as it should. Before I let you go, I gotta ask, which tactic have you experienced the most? Drop it in the comments. I'm genuinely curious, and honestly, the comment section on these videos becomes like a support group sometimes. We're all out here dealing with the same stuff, and it helps to know you're not alone. If this video helped you, do me a favor and smash that like button. It helps more people find this content, and who knows, maybe it'll help someone who really needs to hear this today. Subscribe if you haven't already, because we're doing more videos like this. Real talk about real life situations, no fluff, no academic lectures, just straight up honest conversations about the stuff we all deal with but don't always talk about. Share this with someone who needs it. You know who I'm talking about. That friend who always says yes and then regrets it. That family member who's always being guilt-tripped. Send it to them. Not in a preachy way, just like, hey, this made me think of you. And look, I want you to remember something. Protecting your boundaries doesn't make you selfish. It makes you self-aware. It makes you healthy. It makes you someone who knows their worth. You're not responsible for managing everyone else's emotions, expectations, or disappointments. You're responsible for your well-being. And that's not selfish, that's survival. So the next time someone tries one of these tactics on you, I want you to picture me, right here, behind you, whispering in your ear, "Not today, Satan, not today." Keep your boundaries strong. Keep your peace protected. And remember, your no is complete. You don't owe anyone an explanation, a justification, or an apology for taking care of yourself. All right, I'm gonna let you go now. Thanks for hanging out with me. Catch you in the next video, and until then, stay strong, stay aware, and keep saying no to the stuff that doesn't serve you. Peace out.